Ladies, it's either you're in or you're out. But this we talking about right here, look. Show me where you working with. That bump you want is the perfect fit. Girlfriend, show me where you working with. When you ain't not gonna know the perfect mix. Show me where you working with. That bump you want is the perfect fit. Girlfriend, show me where you working with. When you ain't not gonna know the perfect mix. No, we not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Jiggity bumper. We not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Drop the bumper. Shit, you think 'cause I like come. Look where you push it back. I was right come. What things I might bring that you want to do to you, girlfriend. You think that I fight time, girl. Show me where you working with. That bump you want is the perfect fit. Girlfriend, show me where you working with. Where you ain't not gonna know the perfect mix. Show me where you working with.
Greetings, greetings, greetings and salutations, one and all. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Show me where you working with. That bump you want is the perfect fit, girl. Show me where you working with. That bump you want is the perfect fit, girl. Show me where you.
Welcome to
Perfect fit, girl.
another Tuesday night right here, where we do a thing we call Healthy Love on the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. I want to say big ups to everybody locked in right now. Those on TuneIn Radio, the rockthebox.net, the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew, Foundation Radio Network, One Harmony Radio, WGLRO. Welcome. Glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you. Those on PEMG TV. Big ups. And of course, the home of the night shift, kevinstew.com. Glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you. Wouldn't try.
Show me where you working with. That bump you want.
Kicking it off with some Ill Blaze. Track is called Show Me.
Ladies, it's either you're in or you're out. But this we talking about right here, look. Show me where you working with. That bump you
I want to say big ups to the early birds.
working with. Where you ain't not gonna know the perfect mix. Show me where you working with. That bump you want is the perfect fit. Girlfriend, show me where you working with.
Hey Julian.
Know the perfect mix. No, we not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Jiggity bumper. We not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Drop the bumper. Shit, you think 'cause I like come. Look where you push it back. I was right come. What things I might bring that you want to do to you, girlfriend. You think that I fight time, girl. Show me where you working with. That bumper you want is the perfect fit. Girlfriend, show me where you working with. Where you ain't not gonna know the perfect mix. Show me where you working with. That bumper you want is the perfect fit. Girlfriend, show me where you working with. Where you ain't not gonna know the perfect mix. No, we not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Jiggity bumper. We not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Drop the bumper. We not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Jiggity bumper. We not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Drop the bumper. 6:30, I look. I want you to see this one. Really want that. Girl, wait for the thing like you want. Break it off. I bounce my neck 'cause I love that, girl. Show me where you working with. That bumper you want is the perfect fit. Girlfriend, show me where you working with. Where you ain't not gonna know the perfect mix. Show me where you working with. That bumper you want is the perfect fit. Girlfriend, show me where you working with. Where you ain't not gonna know the perfect mix. No, we not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Jiggity bumper. We not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Drop the bumper. We not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Jiggity bumper. We not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Drop the bumper. Shit, you think 'cause I like come. Look where you push it back. I was right come. What things I might bring that you want to do to you, girlfriend. You think that I fight time, girl. Show me where you working with. That bumper you want is the perfect fit. Girlfriend, show me where you working with. Where you ain't not gonna know the perfect mix. Show me where you working with. That bumper you want is the perfect fit. Girlfriend, show me where you working with. Where you ain't not gonna know the perfect mix. No, we not gonna know. We not gonna know. We not gonna know, girl. Jiggity bumper. We not gonna know. We not gonna know.
Yeah, Julie.
Girl, drop the bumper. We not gonna know.
I can say I've had a
Not gonna know, girl. Jiggity bumper.
pretty terrific Tuesday.
We not gonna
What about yourself?
show me where you working with. That bumper.
What you working with, Julie? What you working with?
Show me where you working with. Where you ain't not gonna know the perfect mix. Show me where you working with. That bumper you want is the perfect.
Want to invite you guys to jump into the stew pot. The water is always great.
Perfect fit, girl. Show me where you working with. That bumper you want is the perfect fit, girl.
How do you get to the stew pot? kevinstew.com.
Perfect fit, girl. Show me where you working with. That bumper you want.
It's right there on the page. You can't miss it.
With. That bumper you want.
It's what others call a chat room.
Show me.
We call it the stew pot.
Bumper you want is the perfect fit, girl. Show me where you working with. That bumper you want is the perfect fit, girl. Show me where you working with. That bumper you want is the perfect fit.
I want to say thanks to Pulse Media Group for sponsoring this segment of the show. When being in the moment is priceless, Pulse Media Group got the hookup for you. 754-999-6020 is the number to get you in touch. 754-999-6020, or you can visit them at pulseemg.com. Whether you want to capture a moment, or you want to do something like what I'm doing right here, right now, they got the hookup for you. They can put it on the website. They can give you the opportunity to stream live. Whatever event you're having, graduation, party, funeral, wedding, you name it, they can stream it. When you call them or email them, just tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. Now, for those of you who follow me on social media or are connected with me on social media, you'd have seen the topic for tonight's show. And you'd see where it is geared more towards the guys, the men, than the women. Not to say that women are not welcomed in this show. You are welcomed all the time. But it is a show that is geared mostly towards the men. And as a result, everybody knows a man. And the older the men get, the more concerned we tend to be about our health in general. And for those like myself who have had in their family a history of prostate issues, when it comes to the prostate, I'm keen to pay closer attention to information. So I would assume, and as I always taught, not to assume, but I'm going to go out there and make an assumption on this one, that those with a history, those men with a history of prostate issues in their families, would want to pay a little bit of attention to this show in particular. So it's healthy love, and we're talking about prostate health. And in talking about that, of course, we're going to be looking at some of the things that affect men as it relates to the prostate, and if some of them can be prevented, or if the prostate is less than healthy, if it can be restored to a healthy state, and some possible ways to do that. So, first of all, we have to ask the question, what is the prostate? Oh, one more thing. If you want to get in touch outside of the stew pot, you can call. It's a very interactive show. I encourage the interaction. 773-789-STEW gets you in touch. You can call, you can text. 773-789-7839. All right? Cool. So the prostate gland, or just the prostate, is an organ of the male reproductive system. It's about the size of a walnut, and it's found at the base of the bladder. You know, they say size is everything. It's the size of a walnut, but yet still, it can cause a world of issues. The thin tube that allows urine and semen to pass out of the penis, the urethra, runs through the prostate gland. Alkaline fluid produced by the prostate gland helps to nourish sperm and leaves the urethra as ejaculate semen. Well, ejaculate or semen. Now, the prostate undergoes two main growth spurts. The first is fueled by the sex hormones made by the testes, and this happens during puberty. This prompts the prostate to reach an average weight of about 20 grams. The second growth spurt begins when men are in their 30s. Well, I have passed that. And as well as many of my friends. So this is where you start paying attention. Around 25% of men aged 55 and over have a prostate condition of some sort. This increases to about 50% by the age of 70, if they get to age 70. Early stages of prostate disease may actually have no symptoms. I'll tell you this. My father and his brother and their father, my grandfather, all had prostate issues and passed away with prostate issues as a result of. And my father did it before before he was 60. Yeah, he was pretty young, well, just at the 60 mark when that happened. Anyway, so if you're a man and you're in your 50s or 60s, it is imperative that you talk to your doctor about whether you need to have a prostate gland checked. Your prostate gland checked. You only have one. And if so, how often do you need to get it checked? If you have a family history of prostate disease, or if you have concerns in particular, you definitely want to talk to your doctor earlier about when prostate checks might be suitable for you. Now, believe it or not, there are 3 common types of prostate disease. Typically, when we talk about prostate issues, immediately the mind goes to prostate cancer. Prostate cancer isn't the only prostate issue there is. You have inflammation or prostatitis, non-cancerous enlargement of the prostate, which is benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH for short, and the one that is known by everybody, prostate cancer. And a man may experience one or more of these conditions. While prostatitis can affect men of any age, and this is what we're going to touch on first, the inflammation of the prostate. It is more common in younger men between ages 30 and 50. The main types of prostatitis are bacterial prostatitis, which can be acute or chronic bacterial infection, non-bacterial prostatitis, which is an inflamed prostate, also known as chronic pelvic pain syndrome, CPPS. So you have two main types of prostatitis. In most cases, the cause of prostatitis, you ready for this? You have your pens and paper? Ready? The cause of prostatitis in most cases is unknown. Doctors don't know what causes it. Bacterial prostatitis responds well to antibiotic drugs that can get into the prostate. Non-bacterial prostatitis, or CPPS, is the most common form of prostatitis and is more difficult to manage. Symptoms vary from one man to another. No two cases are the same. There is no single test to diagnose CPPS. So your doctor will need to rule out other possible causes of your symptoms before making a diagnosis. Again, CPPS is chronic pelvic pain syndrome. Now, possible causes of CPPS include a past bacterial prostatitis infection, irritation from some chemicals, a problem with the nerves connecting the lower urinary tract, problems with pelvic floor muscles, sexual abuse, and get this, chronic anxiety problems. So, just being anxious in a horrible way can cause prostatitis. Who knew? Now, with non-cancerous enlargement of the prostate, BPH, which is benign prostatic hyperplasia, it is one of the conditions that is more common as men get older. It is not life-threatening, but it can significantly affect the quality of life. The enlargement of the prostate gland, which surrounds the top of the urethra, causes the urethra to narrow. What happens now when that happens is it puts pressure on the base of the bladder, and this can lead to blockage or an obstruction in the flow of urine. Now, obstructions usually show up as lower urinary tract symptoms that sometimes results in the urine staying in the bladder when it's supposed to be released. Now, when this happens suddenly, it is called acute urinary retention. And that is a quite painful experience, and is usually relieved temporarily by inserting a thin tube, a catheter, to release the urine. When it is a chronic or ongoing retention, which happens to be less common, it can actually lead to a dangerous, painless accumulation of urine in the bladder, which is really interesting if it's dangerous and it's painless. An uncommon form of chronic urinary retention is associated with high bladder pressures, which can damage kidney function. So it can really lead to kidney damage. Is that something that anybody looks forward to having? To say, I feel like having some kidney damage this week. No. But it's one of those things that we can't seem to avoid in some cases because, again, the doctors don't know what caused it. The third issue is the most common, the most known one, which is prostate cancer. And it typically affects men over the age of 50. Around 16,000 Australians are diagnosed with prostate cancer every year. And the cause remains unknown. Although advancing age and family history are known to be contributing factors, they still don't know what causes it. In the early stages, the cancer cells are confined to the prostate gland. With the more aggressive types of prostate cancer, cancer cells enter the vascular and lymphatic systems early and spread to other parts of the body where they develop secondary tumors. This particularly tends to happen in the bones. And, of course, by no means a pleasant experience. Having seen my father and my grandfather go through this, and to a lesser extent my uncle, I can tell you, it's not pleasant. Now, prostate disease in its early stages may or may not be associated with symptoms. And the symptoms of prostate disease actually depend on the condition. But symptoms may include difficulties urinating, like trouble starting the urine flow, the urge to urinate often, particularly at night, feeling as though the bladder cannot be fully emptied, pain during urination, blood in the urine or blood coming from the urethra independent of urination. And blood in the urine is often due to causes not related to the prostate. So you always want to see your doctor if you find blood in your urine. Again, blood in the urine is often due to causes not related to the prostate. So then, how is prostate disease diagnosed? There's a variety of tests that are done, which include physical examination, including digital rectal examination, a DRE, where the doctor inserts a gloved finger into the rectum to check the size of your prostate. There's a blood test for PSA, prostate-specific antigen, and typically that's something that is discussed with your doctor. Midstream urine tests to look for infection or blood in the urine, ultrasound scans and urinary flow studies, and biopsies of the prostate. Typically, treatment for prostatitis may include antibacterial drugs and supportive treatments depending on the type of prostatitis. Treatment for BPH may include medications to relax the smooth muscle of the gland or to shrink the size of the prostate, and surgery to produce a permanently widened channel in the part of the urethra that passes through the prostate. That's when it gets pretty bad. Treatment for prostate cancer is typically tailored to suit individual circumstances. The nature of the cancer, other health problems the person may have, and their wishes are all taken into consideration when dealing with the treatment of prostate cancer. There are some management approaches that you would take for prostate cancer also. Things like active surveillance, surgery, a prostate what do they call it? Prostatectomy. Yeah, a prostatectomy is what it's called. Removal of the prostate, basically. Radiotherapy, high intensity focused ultrasound treatments, hormone treatments, chemotherapy, and believe it or not, watchful waiting. That's actually on the list. But you definitely want to contact your doctor and talk to a urologist when you have any of these conditions going on. And you don't want to wait to do it either. The moment you discover something abnormal is the moment you make your way either to an emergency room or to your doctor. Don't wait. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. You just get right on it. Because, gentlemen, we know we're talking about our most prized possession here. So we definitely need to stay on top of it. We need to take care of it, right? So don't wait, don't hesitate. Don't think, okay, it's an overnight thing, it's going to go away. One of the interesting things that I had come across when I was doing my readings is that prostatitis, it actually looks like the flu. So it has similar symptoms relating to the flu. You get the fever, you get the joint pains, and then there goes the urine flow. I know because I've experienced it. So I'm coming to you from a personal place right now with this. I have experienced this. And I'm not that old. So yes, between the age of 30 and 50, you're a prime candidate for prostatitis. Does it mean that you're going to fall down and die? Not then and there. And probably not from prostatitis. But it is not a pleasant experience, and you definitely encouraged to go to your doctor and follow whatever regimen they put you on. Don't take matters into your own hands. Well, actually, for prostate care, you actually may have to take matters into your own hands from time to time. But we may get into that a little bit later on. We're going to take a quick little break. And when we come back, we look at some diet and exercise tips for prostate health. Call a friend, tell a friend, especially a male friend. It's healthy love. We're talking about prostate health. We'll be right back.
Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us. 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulsing Media Group.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there. We know how it feels. So we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management, and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com, your links to worship and praise. When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
Hi, this is Cara Manti, and you're listening to DJ Kevin Stew, and this is The Night Shift.
Back to the show.
To me again. I said I'm gonna drop.
New music from Pat Satchmo in the background.
Oh, I said I'm gonna drop my hand on the friends. Oh, baby, I do love her so. Oh,
who is Pat Satchmo, you may ask? Actually the father of Paul Anthony. The track is called A Handful of Friends. I want to thank GMAT Music Solutions for sponsoring this segment of the show. GMAT Music Solutions providing sound, light, stage production services, bands, musicians, singers, PA systems, audio engineers, you name it, they can bring your event to life. Give them a call, 754-307-GMAC, 754-307-4622. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. You can also visit them online, gmatmusicsolutions.com. If you're just tuning in, it's Healthy Love Tuesday right here on the night shift. I also want to encourage you to, if you have a business or event coming up and would love to advertise, you can do it right here on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. Get in touch with me, 773-789-STEW. I almost forgot my own number. 773-789-STEW. You can advertise on the show there are slots on the home of the night shift, kevinstew.com, and there are also affiliate spots that are available. So you can contact me and we can talk about it. Give me a call or send me an email, djkevinstew@gmail.com. Right? Cool. Back to the matter at hand. And I know some people are raising their eyebrows with me playing the song Handful of Friends when we're talking about prostate health. But that's okay. It's not a problem. When it comes to our health, sometimes we do need to take matters into our own hands. So, some diet and exercise tips for taking care of our prostate. Many a times, I'm sure, the question has been asked, what can I eat to reduce my risk of developing prostate cancer? And typically that has been the main one. It's one of the most common questions that physicians get asked. And undoubtedly, many hope that their doctor will give them a list of things that they would say, yes, this will guarantee that you'll be protected from prostate cancer. But not so much luck. And although some foods have been linked with the reduced risk of prostate cancer, proof that they really work, not so much. At least not right now. However, instead of focusing on specific foods, dietitians and physicians and even researchers recommend an overall pattern of healthy eating. And healthy eating is easier than some may believe. In a nutshell, no pun intended, what the experts recommend is you eat at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And you want to go for your fruits and veggies that are deep, bright colors. Choose whole grain bread instead of white bread, and choose whole grain pasta and cereals. You also want to limit your consumption of red meat, including beef, pork, lamb, and goat. And your processed meats like bologna and hot dogs. Now, if there's one thing you hear me talk about a lot on this particular show, it is staying away from processed meats. Fish, skinless poultry, beans, eggs, these are your healthy sources or your healthier sources of protein. And it is recommended that you consume those. You want to choose healthful fats also. Things like olive oil, your nuts, almonds, walnuts, pecans, those nuts, and avocados. Limit saturated fats from dairy and other animal products. Avoid particularly hydrogenated fats, your trans fats, which are mainly in fast foods and packaged foods. You want to avoid sugar sweetened drinks. Your sodas and a lot of your fruit juices are sugar sweetened. And those who are sweet eaters, you want to consider doing that as a treat and not a regular treat, an occasional treat. You want to cut down on salt intake. Choose foods that are low in sodium by reading and comparing food labels. Definitely want to read your labels. Limit the use of canned, processed, and frozen foods. They didn't say you have to cut it out, but you definitely want to limit it. And we know some good foods come in the can. You may not be able to purchase salmon fresh, but there is wild caught Alaskan salmon that's in the can. That is good. Your sardines, good. Your tin mackerel, your mackerels, often in cans, good. So, and these are typically good for your health, both men and women. But when it comes to foods in a can, sometimes these are the only ones that you can get, and these tend to be the better ones. It is also recommended that you watch portion sizes. Eat slowly, and when you're full, stop eating. There are some people that have a tendency to overeat. Don't do it. Good evening, 665. In addition to eating a healthy diet, you should stay active. Regular exercise pares down your risk of developing some deadly problems, which include heart disease, stroke, and certain types of cancer. And although relatively few studies have directly assessed the impact of exercise on prostate health, those that have been done have concluded, for the most part, that exercise is beneficial. For example, based on questionnaires completed by more than 30,000 men, and this is in the health professionals follow-up study, researchers found an inverse relationship between physical activity and BPH symptoms. What does that mean? Well, typically, men who were more physically active were less likely to suffer from BPH. Even low to moderate intensity physical activity, such as walking regularly, and this is at a moderate pace, not a gentle stroll down the street, a moderately paced walk, these yield benefits. So if you have one of those hectic day jobs, and that every day your day is hectic, find some time in there to take a walk. I don't know of any job in this day and age that doesn't give a break. Take one of those breaks and go walk. Take a walk. And if you can get a walk in the sunlight, all the better. Because, again, here you go. Vitamin D. That helps. And vitamin D helps with a myriad of things, not just prostate issues, a myriad of things. So you definitely want to, and sunlight is the best way to get in your vitamin D. So you want to definitely try upon that. Now, using data from the health professionals follow-up study, researchers also examined the relationship between erectile dysfunction and exercise. They found that men who ran for an hour or an hour and a half or did 3 hours of rigorous outdoor work per week were 20% less likely to develop ED. And this is 20% less likely than those who didn't exercise any at all. More physical activity conferred a greater benefit. Now, interestingly, regardless of the level of exercise, men who were overweight or obese had a greater risk of erectile dysfunction than men with an ideal body mass index. So you definitely also want to watch your weight, gentlemen. Don't sleep on this. Italian researchers randomly assigned 231 sedentary men with chronic prostatitis to one of 2 exercise programs for 18 weeks. Aerobic exercise, which included brisk walking, and non-aerobic exercise, which included leg lifts, sit-ups, and stretching. Each group exercised 3 times a week. At the end of the trial, men in both groups felt better, but those in the aerobic exercise group experienced significantly less discomfort, anxiety, and depression. And guess what? They had an improved quality of life. See the difference a little aerobics can make? Just getting out there and doing a little bit of exercise. Overall, improved quality of life. So, ladies, when your significant other, when you're gentlemen, and actually it doesn't have to be your significant other, when you're a gentleman, best friend, cousin, brother, father, uncle, whomever, when your men say, listen, I think I need to go play some ball with the guys, whether it be baseball, football, the game the Americans call football, basketball, whatever. They need to go out and play, be active. Encourage them. Because you stand to benefit. You lose nothing. And gentlemen, your friends that you find that they sit around more than they walk around, if they're your friends, your real friends, you're not going to let them waste away, because the potential for them literally doing that is high. So you definitely want to encourage your friends. Get out. Get some sun, walk around, be active, exercise even a little bit. You'd be amazed at the results. And what do you have to lose? This is Kadia.
There are days when I am sitting
Track called Lonely in My Room.
alone in my room. There are days when my mind's cloudy and I don't know what to do. All I could think of is what I needed to do. All I could think of, my mind's messed up, and I don't need it no more. So lonely in so lonely in my room, so lonely in my room.
Yeah, in this space and this time, we have no choice but to survive, my people.
5 minutes to the top of the hour.
I know you're hurting, but move on with your life.
This is the real storm.
Cause I'm this journey, just the strong will serve.
Yeah, it's not musical therapy yet. We're gonna take a break in just a few.
Woman, in your eyes, I can see you are.
The track is called Survive. Artist goes by the name of The Real Storm.
In this space and this time, we have no choice but to survive, my people. I know you're hurting, but move on with your life. Cause I'm this journey, just the strong will survive. Woman, in your eyes, I can see you are bruised. Dirty hands all around you were robbed of your youth. Many nights you still cry, tell me, ain't that the truth? Turn that grief into strength, make that door, pay that rent, you won't be bent. Yeah, I know you're hurting, but move on with your life. Cause I'm this journey, just the strong will survive. While hunting for the paper, if one door closes, you better rally back later. Rise above the pressure, yeah. Babylon no one get up, people do better. So get your act together. Persevere, my brother. Blaze the fire, brother, yeah. You got to fight, through stormy nights, you got to fight. I know you're hurting, but move on with your life. Cause I'm this journey, just the strong will survive. Some of your friends have done you wrong. Whoa, yo. Don't let that break you, move along. Yeah, no matter how much time you fall. If you get up, you've won it all. I know you're hurting, but move on with your life. Cause I'm this journey, just the strong will survive. I know you're hurting, but move on with your life.
I want to thank GMAT Music Solutions for sponsoring this segment once more.
Cause I'm this journey, just the
Say hello to all our new friends over there from WGLRO. We'll be right back after these few messages. Yeah. Trust and believe.
Roll out with Island Rock Music and have fun. Check out the quality apparel at islandrockmusic.com. Designed for you and your crew. Hear the music, feel the breeze, with selected tracks and more. Available now from the online store at islandrockmusic.com. islandrockmusic.com. Log on today and ride with us.
Stepping, these are roots vibrations. Stepping.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in physics, I learned that I'm a loser.
Today in school, I learned that I'm ugly and useless. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. In history, I learned that I'm trash.
Today in school, I learned that I have no friends. In English, I learned that I make people sick. And at lunch, I learned that I sit on my own because I smell. In chemistry, I learned that no one.
In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. And in math, I learned that I'm trash.
The only thing I didn't learn in school today.
The only thing I didn't learn today.
The only thing I didn't learn
is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, the Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with the Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy B, Denny Ranks featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Seal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
Hey, I'm representing for DJ Kevin Stew, working on the night shift, radio show. Won't go changing like the weather, just to please the devil never. Will DJ Kevin Stew sell his soul? That's a word and honor. It's Christine representing word and honor. Selassie DJ Kevin Stew.
It's lava. As we proceed for right life story, you can never predict what life may put before we. Me cannot hide it. When me remember you, me heart lead. Me try avoid it, but every memory make me eyes bleed. Even though you're gone, your memories will still live on. You're just a face to others, but to me you are a superstar. I remember when me get the call, with that scream and a ball, and I tell me say you touch the tar. Mo couldn't get no sleep that night when me realize I you the shot them reach that night. Hey, ya know me hear them beat that night, but for think I you did far out I reach that night. Miss you like crazy, reminiscing about me and you, and things we used to keep just between us two. Now everything changed like a storm passed through. Miss you like crazy, but I know I'll see you in heaven one day. Just know that I love you, please watch over me until we meet again, my friend. I couldn't you. Ah, when me get the news, me say I couldn't you. Ah, when me see the bloody sheet on your shoes, me still a tell the officer me want see ya ooh. Because I couldn't you. I just a couple hours with the road I buy soon. I talk about oh tomorrow we go buy a new tune. I never know this song would I be about you. I miss you like crazy, reminiscing about me and you, and things we used to keep just between us two. Now everything changed like a storm passed through. I miss you like crazy, but I know I'll see you in heaven one day. Just know that I love you, please watch over me until we meet again, my friend. friends and family not treat me like a passerby. Know you know how time goes. Oh, out of sight, out of mind goes. Me tell your mama I will help her out and make sure she find out. And that's a promise when me have to keep. Cause if I meet it pass and gone, me know you woulda do it. So to me, yeah, that's all the least. I'll do anything to make sure you're resting. I miss you like crazy.
The sound of lava.
Reminiscing about me and you, and things we used to keep just between us two. Now everything changed like a storm passed through. I miss you like crazy, but I know I'll see you in heaven one day. Just know that I love you.
The track is called Miss You Like Crazy.
Meet again, my friend. I miss you like crazy, but I know I'll see you in heaven one day. Just know that.
The segment is brought to you courtesy of JTMC Enterprises.
We meet again, my friend.
JTMC will provide tour management, bookings, promotions, event management, social media management. Only if you give them a call though. 678-793-8800. 678-793-8800.
But I know I'll see you in heaven one day. Just know that I love
And you know the drill.
over me until we
You tell them Kevin Stew sent you. And they'll make sure to take care of you in a really special way. They'll take care of you anyway, you know. You mention me or don't mention me. But chances are you get better treatment if you mention me. I'm just saying. I know these people. Name drop every now and then. It totally works in your benefit. What do you have to lose? Really? Anything? Anything at all? Alright, so welcome back to the show. Those of you who have been tuning, and those of you who are just tuning in, glad to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Better late than never. We're talking about prostate health tonight. And I noticed the pot is real quiet. And I guess because people are taking notes, and that's fine. Take notes. It's important. One of the things that we often overlook is the information that is passed on to us freely. Don't take it for granted. Whenever we get information, it can only be beneficial to us then and there or later on. You check it out. There's never any information that you get that isn't beneficial at some point. People mention having useless information. They always apply it at some point. So there's no such thing as useless information. All right, so what are some foods that you could actually consume that would be beneficial to prostate health? And you'd probably think, well, really? Food? Well, at the beginning we mentioned it. There's no real diet to say, yes, this is guaranteed to prevent any prostate issues. But there are some foods that actually help to when it comes to staying closer to the healthier side when it comes to your prostate. According to the American Cancer Society, prostate cancer is the most common cancer among men. And it affects 1 in 7 men in the US. It is believed that the high-fat, high-sugar Western diet may actually contribute to the increased rates of prostate cancer. And you'll still need to see your doctor for regular prostate cancer screenings, but you can actually start boosting your prostate health with actually some foods. Which foods, you may ask? And again, numbers to get you in touch, 773-789-STEW. You can call, you can text, and of course, the chat room, what we call the stew pot, is also available at kevinstew.com. First on the list, tomatoes. Yep, good old bright reds. Tomatoes contain a powerful antioxidant called lycopene. It may help prevent prostate cancer as well as reduce tumor growth among men with prostate cancer. Further research is actually needed to confirm a benefit, but in one review of 11 studies, researchers found a trend suggesting that men who ate more tomatoes and more tomato-based products saw both raw and cooked, mind you, may less likely be able to develop prostate cancer. So they saw a lesser likelihood of them developing prostate cancer. Now, how exactly is it that tomatoes can help? Well, lycopene may decrease cell damage and slow cancer cell production. But because lycopene is tightly bound to cell walls, our bodies have a difficult time extracting it from raw tomatoes. Cooked or pureed tomato products may be better options. So you want to look into products like tomato paste and spaghetti sauce and sun-dried tomatoes, tomato juice, and believe it or not, ketchup. Now, how can you go about adding more tomatoes to your diet? If you consume Italian style foods like pizza and pasta, you may help incorporate more tomato based foods into your diet. Focus on Italian style foods that use a tomato base. Things like spaghetti bolognese or caprese salad, and you'd pretty much be in good stead. In the summer months, you can buy fresh local tomatoes to slice and put on top of your sandwiches or chop into salads, and drinking plain tomato juice each morning is actually a good option. Just make sure you're sticking to a low sodium variety. Broccoli is also on the list. Broccoli is a vegetable that contains many complex compounds that may help protect some people from cancer. Some studies suggest there is a link between the amount of cruciferous vegetables you eat and your risk of prostate cancer. The reasons why are still unclear, but researchers propose that one of the phytochemicals found in these vegetables, called sulforaphane, selectively targets and kills cancer cells while leaving normal prostate cells healthy and unaffected. Now, one of the things to consider when you're adding broccoli to your diet is it tends to be one of those foods that can make you gassy. So be mindful of that. But you can put broccoli in your stir fries, your soups, your salads, or you can eat it on its own with some dip. If you worry about fresh vegetables going bad, you can buy frozen broccoli. And you can cook that whenever you have the time. So, yeah. And if you're going to have broccoli and dip, be mindful of the dip that you choose. Please. Green tea happens to be a beverage that has been consumed for thousands of years. It has traditionally been a large part of people's diets in Asian countries. And it is not clear if green tea is the reason why prostate cancer rates in Asia are so much lower than in the US. However, components of green tea are being studied for their effects on health. And these includes catechin, xanthine derivatives, EGCG, epigallocetachin 3 gallate. My doctor friends are really going to be needed for that one. And epicatechin by itself. There's now some evidence to support that these compounds found in green tea may prevent the development of prostate cancer. In a review published by Chinese Medicine, researchers found a decreased risk of prostate cancer among men who consumed more than 5 cups of green tea per day. Pause. I am going to go through a day consuming more than 5 cups of green tea. That means every time I'm drinking something, it has to be green tea. Oh boy. So how do you go about adding more green tea to your diet? Start with a cup in the morning in place of coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, replace your coffee with some green tea. If you don't drink caffeine, you can also try a decaffeinated version. And if you don't like warm tea, cool it in the refrigerator, add some ice and drink it as iced tea. And you can use cool tea as the liquid in your homemade smoothies. Did you know that? Something to consider. Green tea in your smoothies. Legumes, such as beans, peanuts, and lentils, contain biologically active plant compounds known as phytoestrogens. Flavones are one such phytoestrogen. They may contain cancer-fighting properties. And this could suppress tumor growth in prostate cancer cells. Now, while there is a need for more conclusive research, the preliminary research reported by the National Cancer Institute shows a link between the consumption of soy and reduced levels of prostate-specific antigens. Pause a minute. When consuming soy, you also need to be careful of the amount of soy, as we have discussed on this show before, because of its estrogen-like properties. Your phytoestrogens, yeah? PSA is a protein produced by the prostate. The PSA test measures the level of PSA in your blood and is used as a screening test for prostate cancer. That's your prostate-specific antigen. This research also seemed to indicate soy was more effective when it was eaten in combination with other cancer-fighting foods. So you're eating soy, you get some tomato paste with it, and you add some broccoli. Or your soy with some legumes. So mix and match, you know. To add more legumes and soybeans to your diet, consider eating a vegetarian diet for 1 day each week. Some people try what is called a meatless Monday. This way, you know, you can replace meat with the protein from beans. Try making a black bean burger with lots of vegetables. Or you can dip pretzels in a homemade hummus made with chickpeas. Tofu is a tasty source of soy that you can bake or brown on your stove with a flavor of sauces. And for those who don't know, tofu pretty much takes on the taste of whatever you decide to season it with or flavor it with. So you'll always have tasty tofu if you know how to cook. If you don't know how to cook, well, go out and buy it. If you can't go out and buy it, call a friend. pomegranate juice, or as some people hate to hear, pomegranate juice. Much like red wine or green tea, pomegranate is a rich source of antioxidants. It's been touted as a miracle fruit in preventing chronic diseases related to oxidative stress. Scientists think the antioxidant found in pomegranates work in a seek and destroy method, exclusively targeting the prostate cancer cells and not the healthy cells. Studies have found evidence that pomegranate juice and extract hinder the production of different prostate cancer cells, although more research is needed. But indications show that pomegranate juice quite effective. You can buy pomegranate juice at pretty much any grocery store you go to. If drinking it plain is too intense, dilute it with plain water or add some sparkling water. You can also add it to homemade salad dressings to sweeten up your favorite salad. I remember growing up in Jamaica, I had a pomegranate tree. And I can't even tell you how much I loved opening up a pomegranate, or as again some hate to hear it called, pomegranate, and just break it open and just eat the seeds. It was just commonplace for me, and I never knew how great a thing I had until we moved from that house. It was a sad day because never had much pomegranate since. Those who have had pomegranates know what it is like to not have it. The next thing on the list, which is actually the last thing on this list, is polyunsaturated fats, like your omega-3s and your omega-6s. These are essential fatty acids found exclusively in the diet. They are not synthesized by the body. The traditional Western diet has a lot of omega-6 fatty acids, but not many omega-3s. Having a healthier balance of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids may help prevent the development and progression of prostate cancer. So where do you find your polyunsaturated fats, like your omega-3s and omega-6s? In fish. In a review published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found a link between eating fish and a reduced mortality rate from prostate cancer. And what you want is your fatty fish, which is found in cold waters, to increase your omega-3 intake. What kind of fish would be your fatty fish? No, not that kind of fatty fish. Elevate your mind to the gutter for a moment. Salmon, herring, mackerel, sardines, trout. These are some of your best sources, your best fatty fishes. How do you go about adding more fish to your diet? Well, it could be as easy as cracking a can of sardines or tuna open and just consume it. Just like that. And not everyone is so enthusiastic about fish. It can be expensive, it can be smelly. But it's always beneficial. If you haven't enjoyed fish in the past, you might want to try a different type of fish. Each fish has a unique flavor. The flavor is also milder in the fish that is fresh. So your taste buds may enjoy fish more if you buy it fresh from the fish counter and make it that day. Cod, flounder, and trout tend to have milder flavors. Try topping your fish with a lemon sauce, or for extra boost to your prostate, try baked cod in a tomato sauce. Is your mouth watering? Mine is. To stretch your dollar a little bit, you can also add fish to a healthy dish like pasta. Add it to soup. Add it to your salad. Add it to your sandwich. Just add it to something. That way, you don't need as much fish to make a complete meal. You can also talk to your doctor about fish oil supplements. So, while overall more research needs to be done in the area of diet and prostate cancer, there's evidence to suggest that certain foods may help to reduce your risk for the disease. It's a good idea to check in with your doctor before making changes to your diet, especially if you're receiving treatment for prostate cancer, as certain foods may actually interact with different drugs and therapies. For example, some supplements that are high in antioxidants, like your pomegranate extract, may counteract the effects of radiation therapy. So you should avoid supplements with high levels of antioxidants during radiation treatment. But with that said, most of the items that we just talked about are whole foods. So eating them as a part of a healthy lifestyle is recommended. And at very least, it may help you to feel your best. So, again, what do you have to lose? Right. That's what I thought. Nothing. This is the sound of Leray Jojo featuring Smooth.
You and I know we'll last. Don't worry about the exes, baby, in the past. I promise I will give you everything you ask. Give me your attention and I'll make it worldwide. I would do anything. You make nobody sing. Come on and take my heart for real. For your love, I would give you all control. You have my mind and full. I need your love, make me whole.
If it's real love, I'ma want you. Sun up or sun down, I gotta call you. I'ma keep you close to me as long as you loyal. Like some old milk in the fridge, I'ma spoil you. Always on my mind, girl, you know I adore you. I'm your king, you my queen, that mean we royal. Gotta make the love overflow till it bore you. Came into my life, everything was like a dream to me. Words can't express how much you mean to me. FaceTime trying on Vicky C for me. A lot of your friends don't want you to be with me. Trying to make it to the ring, build a team with me. I need your love, I don't think I get enough of it. Understand, I don't want you with another man. Your right hand better be your future plans. Never thought it'd be us, but now we more than
Are you
friends.
all over? I need more while you're staying in my life. Every time I see you feel me body broke out in a hype. This I love you just so strong, me have to wonder if I crap. If I jealous, then it means that me have to do my time. My love for you is real. I just want you to know how I feel. Your broken heart, baby, I will heal. Come on, baby, you know that I am a big deal.
You know I need you, just hope you need me. Hit the beach, catch the sea breeze, you in bikini. Make a wish, anything you know I need you, just hope you need me. Hit the beach, catch the sea breeze, you in bikini. Make a wish, anything you want, cause I'm your genie. See what I see, that can trust and believe me.
That was the sound of Luray, a track called For Your Love. This is where we enter into our little section called Musical Therapy. And Musical Therapy is brought to you courtesy of the Wake Up and Live show. Thank you to Sir Rockwell. And the Wake Up and Live show coming to you on rockthebox.net, 7 a.m. Eastern time every morning. And now on Saturday mornings with the Saturday Rundown at 7 a.m. This is Paul Anthony featuring Wiltino. The track is called Feel the Rhythm.
Like 100 bunches of roses. Girl, we jamming, yeah, we jamming on down. From Palm Beach back to Kingston town. Touch the street, I hear the sweet sound. Party turn up and we can't turn down. Music I play, people jump around. Why not go down in the dance hall? Oh, girl, you got me drunk like coconut rum. Drunk night to night, we can have some fun. Move your body closer. I wanna feel you warmer. Girl, muévelo y baila conmigo. Dale lento, mami, qué rico. Let's feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm. Let's feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm. Let's feel the rhythm. She say, oh yeah, bring it back again. Feel the rhythm, girl, are your anthem. When you fling it back so, back it up so. No one can touch you, girl, you run the road. Muévelo, girl, you dirty wine and stop. Wine, you got the fuego, take me to the top. No need no herbs or no white rock shots. Right now I'm floating eye to black. Floating. I love it when you run your hands through my locks. The summer soon done, but things just start get hot. Oh me, oh my, let me look oh so fly. I really hope that you can give the eye and I apply. Hey. Move your body closer. I wanna feel you warmer. Girl, muévelo y baila conmigo. Dale lento, mami, qué rico. Let's feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm. Let's feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm. Let's feel the rhythm. Your body
You're gonna lose. Things you said you love, you're gonna lose. Can't last too long the way you are shaking. Can't last too long the way you're vibrating. You're gonna lose. Things you said you love, you're gonna lose. Can't last too long the way you are flirting. Can't last too long the things you are doing. That's why I say lose.
This is the sound of G-Mac. A track called Things You Say You Love.
Things you say you love, you're gonna lose.
25 minutes to the top of the hour. 25 more minutes left in the show.
Too long the way you are flirting. You can't last too long the things you are doing. That's why I say lose. You're gonna lose. Things you say you love, you're gonna lose. Can't last too long the way you are shaking. Can't last too long the way you're vibrating. That's why I say lose. You're gonna lose. Things you say you love, you're gonna lose. Things you say you love, you're gonna lose. The bad things that you've done, you're gonna lose. Girl, you got the moves, you got the juice, you got the flavor, got the sauce. Anywhere you wanna go, just say the word and you know I'ma take you there. Oh yeah, but you need somebody to remind you. If you feel lost, I'll find you. Oh, I just wanna make you mine. So waste no time. Change your life. And I will chase the skies and no limit. If you want to, you can be my queen, and I will be your king forever. If you want to, you can be my queen, and I will be your.
This is the sound of King Charles.
Girl, you got the moves, you got the juice, you got the flavor.
The track is called Juice from his album Still Searching.
You wanna go to say the word, and you know I'ma take you there. Oh yeah, but you need somebody to remind you. If you feel lost, I'll find you. Oh, I just wanna make you mine. So if you want to, you can be my queen, and I will be your king forever. If you want to, you can be my queen, and I will be your king forever. Waste no time. Change your
and take her on the world, but I me she want to touch her. When we touch it like rain and fall, I me she want to touch her. A Rasta she want to touch her. Yeah. So I touch her in the morning, touch her in the evening. Good loving from the Rasta man she receiving. Loyal empress and me know she not deceiving. She a blaze, movie is fine, dinner is fine, but right now she need to unwind. It's touching time. She tell me say a touching time. So ma come house and money and vehicle. I mean she want to touch her. So ma buy her fancy things and take her on the world, but I mean she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain and fall. I mean she want to touch her. A Rasta she want to touch her. A blind, she feel like she wanna fly. And she never yet been so high. She's in love, she cannot deny. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. Rasta I give her more than text. Stimulate her mind, body, soul, intellect. Take her to some place that she never been yet. Seen some things that she never seen yet. She say me want you bingy, trust me. She say me need you bingy, touch me. She say me want you bingy, trust me. She say me need you bingy, touch me. Some a come bring house and money and vehicle. Now me she want to touch her. Some a buy her fancy things and take her on the world, but me she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain and fall. And me she want to touch her. A Rasta she want to touch her. Well then, hear me now. Oh yo, she on a food pan plate. Now bend down low, she want elevate. Blah blah blah, and them not penetrate. Now the Rasta pass you and she start celebrate. See what you're seeing and do what you're doing. Girl, she's got something, hey, hey, that money can't buy. Some a come with house and money and vehicle, but a me she want to touch her. Some a buy her fancy things and take her on the world, but a me she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain and fall. A me she want to touch her. A Rasta she want to touch her. Touch me again, she say touch me again. Touch me again, she say touch me again. She know without a doubt I am a touching legend. I don't know if X can't touch she again. Touch me again, she say touch me again. Touch me again, she say touch me again. She know without a doubt I am a touching legend. I don't know if X can't touch she again. House and money and big. I mean she want to touch her. Some of my fancy things and take her on the world, but I mean she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain and fall. I mean she want to touch her. A Rasta she want to touch her.
This is the sound of Honorable. Track called Lots of Love. Before that, we heard from Bingy Blaze. Kevin Gates production. Track called Rasta Touch.
Watch how she look at, watch how she look at. Look on her body, look on her body. Watch how she wind up, watch how she wind up. That girl they look good, that girl they look good. Watch how she look at, watch how she act for the figure. That's a love, that's a love, love, wanna be sure. That's a love, that's a love, that's a love, wanna figure. That's a love, that's a love, that's a love, wanna be sure. That's a love, that's a love, that's a love. All them a bad mind you, if you show them love, shine brighter than the brightest bulb. Your body tight like the tightest glue, and you think turn up louder than the hypest club. No man no want check for them legal. Them like don't quick fi ride in a vehicle. If some of them a show it, I one thing you get from the majority. I look on her body, look on her body. Watch how she wind up, watch how she wind up. That girl they look good, that girl they look good. Watch how she look at, watch how she look at. Look on her body, look on her body. Watch how she wind up, watch how she wind up. That girl they look good, that girl they look good. Watch how she look at, watch how she act for the figure. That's a love, that's a love, that's a love, wanna be sure. That's a love, that's a love, that's a love, wanna figure. That's a love,
she wind up. That girl they look good, that girl they look good. Watch how she look hot, watch how she look hot. Look on her body, look on her body. Watch how she wind up, watch how she wind up. That girl they look good, that girl they look good. Watch how she look hot, watch how she hot for the figure. That's a lot, that's a lot, that's a lot, that's a lot.
It's 15 minutes to the top of the hour. Thank you all for tuning in. It has been Healthy Love. I hope you got something out of this, or you got something that you could share with someone from tonight's show. This is the sound of Korik. A track called Let's Do It in Jamaica.
The prettiest thing, beautiful smile with the prettiest skin. She was looking for a place to vacation. Me say my home is a great destination. I said, would you agree to take that vacation with someone like me? I know the perfect place you can be free, baby. Let's do it in Jamaica, hey, where the summer sun is always shining. Happy people always smiling. You'll see. Let's do it in Jamaica, hey, the nicest place to get away. And we have summer every day, trust me. Let's do it in Jamaica. That's where all the fun is, baby. Feel free to get wild and crazy, or just relax and be lazy. She's me say whatever you want, whatever you need, it's alright with me. Even if you want to try and choose, baby. Let's do it in Jamaica, hey, where the summer sun is always shining. Happy people always smiling. You'll see. Let's do it in Jamaica, hey, the perfect place to get away. And we have summer every day, trust me. Let's do it in Jamaica. If you feel like party with me, let me make it real easy. You just need to get up and shake off your troubles and smile with me. Relax for a while with me. Enjoy the island breeze, baby. Let's do it in Jamaica, hey, where the summer sun is always shining. Happy people always smiling.
This is a song that I believe should have won the 2019 2018 JCDC competition.
Have summer every day, trust me. Let's do it in Jamaica.
But Korik was disqualified because he was on tour with Taurus Riley.
The invite is open, your tickets on me.
And unable to perform live. Oh well.
I know the perfect place.
The song's still wicked.
Baby, come with me to Jamaica, hey, where the summer sun is always shining. Happy people always smiling. You'll see. Let's do it in Jamaica, hey, the nicest place to get away. And we have summer every day, trust me. Let's do it in Jamaica, hey, where the summer sun is always shining. Happy people always smiling. You'll see. Let's do it in Jamaica, hey, perfect place to get away. And we have summer every day, trust me. Let's do it in Jamaica.
And if you can't make it to Jamaica and you can only go to South Florida,
People always smiling.
you can find a large contingent of Jamaicans there. And if you do happen to come, just give me a link, 773-789-STEW, and just say, yo, Stew, I'm in town. This is the sound of Culture T. It's called Life.
Yeah, man, original teacher, my culture meaning to them saying. What a fit. See, I ain't no worry about tomorrow, what tomorrow may bring. Life over everything, life. I give it the inspiration for chant and sing. Life over everything, life. Hey, to the hustle and the bustle and the tick and the tin. Life over everything, life. Of all the diamond and the pearls and the riches of this world. Life over everything. Hey, why worry about tomorrow when we have got people say. Still I've got to live my life in a natural way. You see they hate me now, go run down, vanity me now go chase. Let nature take its course, time put things in place. Ciao! Why the rush to my chase make waste? Them shoulda know show off in disgrace. Let me tell you this, success now comes just two-faced. You got to have what it takes. Yeah, you got to have what it takes. Got to have what it takes. Oh, so I ain't no worry about tomorrow. What tomorrow man brings.
Yeah, you better not worry about tomorrow. Let's live this life right now. But speaking of tomorrow, encouraging to join me for Real Talk. Happens the same time, same place. KevinStew.com, 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Life over poverty, life over stress, yes. Life over sickness, life over death.
You definitely don't want to miss it.
Fuss and fight, war and strife. Yeah, we need more joy and happiness. No worry about tomorrow, what tomorrow may bring. Life over everything, life. Like inspiration, return and sing. Life over everything, life.
The Copacabana in Havana is where the naughty met Susanna. She had flowers in her hair, and him loved the dress she wear.
This is The Real Storm.
They had some drinks, then did the cha-cha.
A track called Susanna.
Then late the morning after,
9 minutes before I get out of here.
no one was there, just an empty wallet on the chair. Oh, she's a bad señorita. She's bad. She'll devour your heart, tear it apart. She's a bad mamacita. What a bad girl. What a bad girl. She is muy bonita. Low good, but inside she is cold. She'll starve for your soul when she sips the tequila. She's a bad girl. She's a bad girl. The bartender asked Natty, where you from? Where you from? Him said Jamaica, I'm an island man. Then there was Susanna walking hand in hand. She a par with Gringo, he's the local don. He looked at her, she looked at him and smiled. She smiled, moving her hips in a way that drove him wild. She wrote on a napkin and sent it his way. It said, meet me at midnight at the Pink Cafe. Oh, she's a bad señorita. She's bad. She'll devour your heart, tear it apart. She's a bad mamacita. What a bad girl. What a bad girl. She is muy bonita. Low good, but inside she is cold. She'll starve for your soul when she sips the tequila. She's a bad girl. She's a bad girl. As he walked through the doors of the airport, he thought, Havana, I won't miss you, you broke my heart. Lost in emotions as he stood in line, wondering how he could have been so blind. Then a familiar voice said, sir, what are you checking in? It was Susanna at the desk looking right back at him. She handed him his ticket and said, enjoy your flight. I hope your stay with us was out of sight. Oh, she's a bad señorita. She's bad. She'll devour your heart, tear it apart. She's a bad mamacita. What a bad girl. What a bad girl. She is muy bonita. Low good, but inside she is cold. She'll starve for your soul when she sips the tequila. She's a bad girl. She's a bad girl. The Copacabana in Havana is where the naughty met Susanna. She She had flowers in her hair, and him loved the dress she wear. They had some drinks, then did the cha-cha, and slept in late the morning after. When he got up, no one was there, just an empty wallet on the chair. Oh, she's a bad señorita. She's bad. She'll devour your heart, tear it apart. She's a bad mamacita. What a bad girl. What a bad girl. She is muy bonita. Love girl, but inside she is cold. She'll stifle your soul when she sips the tequila. She's a bad girl. She's a bad girl.
She's a bad girl. A young lady by the name of Susanna. But good, bad, or indifferent, Hezron doesn't want to see her cry. This is Young Girl.
The thickest makeup your fancy dressed up. Could not have
5 minutes to the top of the hour. 5 minutes before I say good night, good morning, good afternoon, good day, wherever you are in the world. For the last time tonight. They just don't know your pain. I want to thank you each and every one officially for tuning in tonight. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for hanging out with me. I do encourage you to join Sir Rockwell at 7 tomorrow morning, rockthebox.net. And you can join Donnie Walker, the D-Walk morning show, taking you from the sheets to the streets on WGLRO. So you have choices. But thanks to Sir Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live show for sponsoring this segment of the night shift. And I'll tell you, I'm happy to have you guys, because I couldn't do this without you. And it's my constant pleasure to do it to you, for you, and with you. So I'll catch you tomorrow, same time, same place, after Real Rockers with Marlon. For Marlon's favorite show, Real Talk. But until then, catch you later on. Peace. When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.